Do you have a few projects that you just do not want to go into because they are just a complete mess? In this week's episode of my Working with Todoist, I'm going to show you how to get those projects back under control. Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein, and in this week's episode it's all about making projects controllable. Basically what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to take a project that's completely out of control and a mess and turn it into something that you can work with and, more importantly, get complete. So this is going to be quite a long episode, so we're going to go straight into Todoist. But before I do that, I would just like to say, if you do get plenty of value from this episode, then please help me by hitting that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to get the latest tips and tricks on Todoist, then please hit the subscribe button so that it comes straight to you as soon as I get them published. Okay, now let's go straight into Todoist, and I'll show you how to get these out of control projects back under control. Okay, so where does this problem start in the first place? Well, it generally starts right here in your inbox. Throughout the day, you are collecting stuff. You're collecting things in your inbox. Inbox. Now that is actually a good idea. We need to be collecting everything that crosses our mind, anything that might be a task, anything that might need processing later. And that's great. But the problem that I find with most people is they start doing their processing at the end of the day, which is actually the best time of the day to do your processing. But if you've got an inbox tray of 10 to 15 items, and you're tired at the end of the day, what usually happens is this. They grab the grab handles over here on the left and they just drag it into the project and think, okay, oh yeah, that's related to that project, just drag it in. Great. Now, what you've done is you've just cleared your inbox. That's a big plus, but you've also just created a problem for yourself later. Now imagine that this was a Friday afternoon, which indeed it is. It is a Friday afternoon, and I don't look at this project now until Monday. Come Monday morning and I'm looking, oh right, this project, it is just a complete mess, because now you've got a lot of tasks that don't appear to have action verb. So let's start off at the top. You've also got flags that you've added. You've also added dates, which clearly don't necessarily mean anything to you, and it's just a mess. So how do you clean something up like this? Now this is what you would do in the weekly review, which I have covered a lot this last week. But what we can do is we look at the first one here. We've got Jenny, Friday, 10:30. What does that mean? Now, fortunately, Jenny, Friday, 10:30, this probably gives you a clue. It's either a call or it's going to be a meeting. Let's just say you have a arranged meeting for Jenny. So what I'm going to do is arrange. I'm just going to add arrange. There's the verb. Arrange meeting with Jenny. I'm going to put for Friday 10:30, and I'm going to actually add AM. Okay, might seem a bit superfluous, but it just keeps everything nice and crystal clear. I'm also going to alter the date, because in this particular instance what will have happened is Todoist has recognized the date, meaning Friday today. I didn't actually mean that. What I meant was Friday next week, which will be the 6th. So I'm going to add the 6th. Now it's done. The question I would ask then is this really a priority, or do I need actually this is going to be an arranged meeting for Friday. No, I want to be doing that on Monday. So there we go. There's a classic case of why you need to actually review these tasks. So arranged meeting with Jenny for Friday 10:30 a.m. Okay, we've got a label in there. Yeah, Jenny's label is there, and I'm just going to decide now whether this is going to be a flag. I'm thinking, yeah, I need to do that Monday morning, so I'm going to leave the flag. Done. Now that is really clear. Now I've got here a beginner's guide to agile method and scrums. Now this is an interesting one because all this is a is just an article that I've clicked on. Again, this is not really helpful. What I need to do is add the action verb. So what I'm going to do is, and here's a good tip for you guys, what you'll notice is we've got here a beginner's guide to the agile method. This, if you notice, is in brackets. This is what we see. So if I save, that's all we see. So what I want to do is I want to change that. So I'm just going to click to the side of it, and I'm just going to add in my exclamation marks there, open square brackets, read. I'm just going to put, you don't have to do this. This is just an idea that you may wish to use, spacebar, and save. Now what I've got is read review. So this is telling me what I need to do. It's very clear. Read review, a beginner's guide to the agile method scrums. Great. Now, is this going to be something I need to do on a specific date? No, not really. What I really want to be doing is I need to be adding the label into here. So again, I want to click onto this. There's no label, so I'm going to add read review. I don't have that. This is my, to read. I've got one. So I'm just going to add that, and job done, saved. Great. Now I've got my label. Ask HR about what budget we have for implementation. I'm just going to add that. So I'm just going to add in agile method, because I want this to be very, very clear about what it is I need to be doing. When do I need to do that? Do I need to do that next week? And I'm just assuming that Jenny is actually in the HR team. I'm thinking, well, I'm already going to be contacting or speaking to Jenny next week, so I don't need to add a date because I'll just check the label. So I'm going to save that. That's done. Hans Gruber to talk to team about agile implementation. Okay, now this is what is this? Is this a task? What do I have to do? This is where one of the biggest problems that people will have is, and also I've got a number here, Hans, and I know 49 is Germany. So what I'm thinking of, okay, what's happening here? So I realize that what I need to do is this is call Hans Gruber and about and I'm just going to talk to a team about agile implementation. There we go. So this can go on my calls. Done. And what I'm also going to do, I also got a date in here on the 9th of September. I want to bring that forward to, because this is what, as I'm cleaning up a project, bring that forward to the 2nd of September. So I'm just going to save that for a moment. I'm going to go into here. I'm just going to grab that number. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to add this to the notes section. So I've got the number in there. Now the beauty of that is if I pick up my cell phone and look at that, that will be a clickable link. I can just add the link. So job's done. Now I've got everything. I can clear that one out because I don't need that now, and it's in. Do I need to do that on Monday? Sure, I'm going to do that on Monday. And we come down here, any courses on agile. Again, this just needs a cleanup. All it needs to do is find out if there are any courses on agile. Great. Now this is a research project, so I can do research. I don't have that label, so I'm just going to create that research label. And when do I want to do that? I don't know. I need to speak to Jenny first. So this is kind of the process that you're going through in your mind. I need to speak to Jenny first, so I'm just going to am I going to do that next week? No, I'm not. So that's off the list. Team question, will there be any layoffs? So I'm going to go change that again. I'm going to say ask Jenny. Let's say Jenny's going to be, ask Jenny if there will be any layoffs. Again, all I'm going to do is just add in, again, because I know I'm seeing Jenny next week, I don't need to add the date to this, because when I see Jenny, I'm just going to click on her label. So job's done. I don't need to do anything. Does this really need a red flag? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to remove the flag. These are the kind of things that you would go through. And as you can see, now I'm cleaning this up. What I'm doing is I'm actually getting this into an order that will make some meaningful, make it meaningful for me. Forgive my English is going crazy today. This one's a really simple one. It's just at Jenny. So yep, we're going to have that. That's done. Again, because I'm seeing Jenny, I don't need to add the date. What is a Kanban board? Now, actually, I do know that. But I'm going to do research. What is a Kanban board. Now again, if you really wish, you can do this trick again, and I can just type in do it like that. So you've got the 2 exclamation marks either side of the square brackets and research. When I hit save, that's in a nice bold section. So again, we've got that. So now I know, I can just remove the research there because we're cleaning up a project. There we go. Oops. This is because I'm on the web version. On the app, this is much more, it does actually work a lot better. Agile Consulting. So this one, if I remember correctly, is Contact Agile Consulting. And I'm just going to add about Agile Training. This one is at calls. So we got that. And I'm actually going to do that one after my meeting with Jenny. So now in my terms and my system is my meeting with Jenny is going to be Friday next week. So I'm not going to do this until Monday the following week, but I'm going to wait until I do my weekly review. So I'm not going to add a date. And again, see, we got another one here with Jenny. Ask Jenny if she will talk to team on Monday. Now again, I'm thinking Monday, well, I'm not seeing Jenny until Monday 10:30. It's a bit late. So again, I'm going to do at Jenny because that's we know we're speaking to Jenny. And I don't need to date that because I'm seeing Jenny on Friday. And so once we got it all set up like this, I've got one which is going to be a morning, which is on Monday. It's the date. I've got a call to Hans Gruber to talk to him about Agile implementation. All I have to do now to get this project into my preferred order is hit the D key. Hit the D key. What happens then is it puts all the dated tasks at the top, and everything is sorted out. Now, the beauty of this is when I go and I see this arranged meeting with Jenny on Friday, great. I can just tap on the label here, and that's going to open up all my Jenny tasks, and I can check to see, okay, what we need to do. I now essentially have an agenda that I can send to Jenny about what we're going to talk about, which is fantastic, just from the label. So there you go. This is now no longer a complete mess of a project. I've just taken you through the process of cleaning up a project that's become overwhelming, out of sync, and you just don't know where to start. When I look at this project now, it is pretty clear what I need to do. What I would normally do also is read and review and research are going to be quite similar tasks. So I'm going to put them here. A thing that you could do, just to finish off with, is I could create a non-completable task. So again, it's asterisk space, and then I'm going to bold it. So further, so I could do further research like this. And so what I've done now is I've created a non-completable task. I can cancel that out. What I will do now is I can drag these underneath here, and I will drag this one underneath here. So yep, goes there. So what I've done now is I've basically created a further research, so I can clear those out, and I just have the actionable tasks in my project. Okay, this has been quite a long video this week, but I really wanted to go through this because a lot of the people I've been speaking with over the last few weeks are having real problems about how to organize their projects. Hopefully this has given you a clear idea about how to get a project in a much more actionable state. Remember, action verbs are your friends. They are the things that's going to drive projects forward because they make it very clear about what you have to do. And as you can see here, we've got arrange, call, ask, find out, ask, contact, and ask. These are good, clear, actionable verbs. Well, I hope you got some value from this. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now, have I got something special to tell you about? The Time and Life Mastery version 3 course has launched. Now, this course is transformative. It will transform your life. If you find that your life is drifting from one day to the next and that you feel that you're not actually achieving your goals, then this course is going to show you how to change that. It's going to show you how to identify what is truly important to you. It's going to show you how to find what it is you want out of life, and then show you the steps that you need to take in order to get there. This course is amazing. The feedback I've got from versions 1 and version 2 have just been tremendous. It has helped so many people, and I want this opportunity to tell you that it can do the same for you. I hope you will take a look at the course, have a go, take the course, and start transforming your life today. This course will do that for you. Take a look, get yourself enrolled, and hopefully I'll see you in the course.